When I'm talking to new teachers and teachers early in their career, this is the best advice I have to share with them about building student rapport and bringing fun and energy into their classroom. There's a reason you chose to be a teacher, or there's a reason you chose to teach your subject matter. For me, it's all about nature, ecology, and I have so much fun just going out and catching Florida native lizards and frogs. I was that little boy in Old Yeller who came in with pockets full of horned lizards, frogs, toads, and dumped them out on the floor when I was 6 years old to see what today's haul was. And at 55, I still enjoy that. I still enjoy going out in nature and um, and doing that, catching animals, catching Florida natives. And so I bring that excitement, enthusiasm into the classroom, and because I enjoy it so much, the kids enjoy it. And that's true with all of you in your subject matter. Think about what got you excited about your subject matter. And really take a couple minutes and think about that. Why am I teaching this? Why do I want to spend the next 30 years covering this subject matter? What is the driving force? What gets me excited and why do I want to do this? And bring that into the classroom. Give it a shot. And you'll find that if you're excited, the students are excited. One of the things we do, we catch Florida native frogs, lizards, and toads and newts for extra credit. And I don't even know if the kids really care that much about the extra credit. They just think it's cool to get out there and get out and get in nature and see what they can find and bring it into the classroom. And a lot of times it becomes a competition. I have kids a lot of times who are like, I have 5 species of toads. I've got 5 species of lizards, and they turn it into a competition, and it's a lot of fun. So if you get excited, they'll get excited. Trust me on that. So if you're in English, maybe dress up as your favorite character. If you're in math, maybe whatever got you into that subject matter, maybe a math puzzle or a problem you've never been able to solve, or taking pi out to 100 digits. I don't know. Whatever it is that drives your personality, um, bring it into the classroom, and the kids can't help but to be excited. I'm going to talk about a couple other things along these lines in a moment, but at the end of the day, think about, why am I teaching this? Why do I want to do this for the next 30 years? And bring that into the classroom, and the kids will be very, very excited. And it will build a lot of student rapport, a lot of camaraderie, and possibly some competition for fun. When you walk into my room, it's very evident how much I love my subject matter. In the bottom of the slide, you can see a carnivorous plant. Actually, there's 6 of them. 2 sets of pitcher plants, 2 sets of sundew plants, and 2 sets of Venus flytraps. Now, on day 1, you know I'm going to show those to the students, and we're going to be feeding the plants mealworms and a few things to get the class fired up and excited. I told you we're going to do something exciting on day 1. Well, on day 1, we're going to have some fun in class. Also, pictured above, you can see newts. Newts in my class are the ultimate prize in extra credit, and kids actually go out on search parties to try to find them. I don't even know if they're that much worried about the extra credit as much as the fun of trying to find a newt and be the first person to do it. Again, I think in the last 25 years, I've had 2 students bring in newts, and that's about it. But it's a lot of fun for them to try. So I'm a firm believer, and I've talked about it, about the students having some stake in decorating the classroom. You should have lots of pictures with students in them of them doing work and post them up on the bulletin boards. You should have the students give you input as to how to decorate the class. You should display student work, but you also need to put your own personality in there too. Because like I said, if the students see you getting excited, they're going to get excited. They can't help it. I promise you. Give it a shot. Kris, not everybody has cool stuff in their classroom. Not everybody has animals and plants in their classroom. My answer to that would be simple, which is, in any elementary school, you can go out and buy some seeds and plant them. And the kids will get excited as they watch the plants grow, as they sprout the roots, and as the plants grow. I think a lot of you probably do that as science labs. Why not do it on day 1? Why not have everybody plant a seed and give a little speech about this is symbolic of your growth as a learner? There's a whole host of things you can do with it. If I was a history teacher, I might display artifacts around the room. I might put up a copy of the U.S. Constitution. If I have any Indian arrowheads, anything like that. There's a whole host of things you can do to put your personality into the classroom, and I definitely encourage it. And if you're elementary and you can go out and buy a Venus flytrap, uh, Home Depot gets them occasionally. I'm sure there's other stores that get them. You can probably order them online. You'll probably want a little bit of information as far as instructions go. As I understand it, you need to use non-chlorinated water and keep the soil moist. Um, so again, all of these things are things that anybody can put into their classroom. But if you're not using things like plants and animals, again, granted, my course is easy. It's very easy to get hands-on things to do. But anybody can inject their personality into a classroom and put things that, again, got you excited. What got you excited about your course? And bring it into the classroom, and the kids will feed off that. One final note on this. I was coming back from a field trip one time, and we got back to the school, and we were walking through our school's courtyard, and I saw a bunch of students out there with wooden swords and books reading and sword fighting at the same time. It was spectacular to watch. And so I walked up to the teacher and I said, "What are you all doing?" She said, "We're doing Shakespeare, and right now we're in the middle of a sword fight, so I brought them out here to reenact the scene." Talk about reaching your kinesthetic learners. They were literally killing it. It was awesome. And so talk about getting students excited. I was excited. I was like, this is fantastic. I want to work with you. So I asked her, "What's your next unit?" She said, "I'm doing a letter writing unit." I said, "Can I work with you on that?" She goes, "Sure." I wanted to learn from her. This was a fantastic teacher that I could learn something from. And so we teamed up on this letter writing unit. I said, "We need to find something that involves the environment and we can do a letter writing unit on." We did a little research, and they were trying to get the state bird changed to the Florida scrub jay. And so she and I had students write letters to the Senate and the House. And lo and behold, we got invited up to Tallahassee to meet with our representative. Then he invited the press and did a bill signing. After that, we were invited back up for our students to testify before the House of Representatives, and a year later in the Senate. So what started out as a letter writing unit with a fantastic teacher that I was trying to learn from ended up turning into literally something historic. These students made history as they testified before the House and the Senate. How cool is that? Again, I can't repeat enough. I wanted to be in that class, and I'm not even in the class. So when you inject your personality, great things happen, and the sky is the limit. And historic things can literally happen because they did. So hopefully you've picked up a few things from this. Think about yourself, how you can inject your personality, why you want to spend the next 30 years working on this subject matter, and inject your personality in there. Listen to the kids, inject their personalities also, but be fun and have fun with them. Hopefully you've learned some things and liked this video. If so, please hit the like button. Please think about subscribing. And if you're teachers, you're fantastic. You're working hard. Love you all. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And I'm proud to call you my colleagues. Colster out.